Okay, so Instagram looks to be going. YouTube's going. Facebook is going. All right, give me 1 second to check the motherships. And then we will come back and talk travel and the weekend. Not sure which one of those excites me more, honestly. Okay, so YouTube looks good. All right. Facebook is good. Instagram is good. Okay. All right. Let me just. Okay. All right. So they're all good. All right. I'm just going to pop back up to my screen the way I like it. All right. Here we go. We are short. We are sweet this week. Didn't even really need a teleprompter. Um, the 30th anniversary Food and Wine Festival. Oh, goodness. My ears are gone. What happened to my ears? Oh, no. I must replace my ears. Okay. Um, we're celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival um, very soon. And I'm happy to report that the pickle milkshake will be back. There is also a new um, okay. Um, I gotta find the. There's a second Muppet themed. It's not Muppet themed, but it comes in a Muppet glass. And I saved the name of it for you guys. And okay, all right, here it is. Hold on. But the pickles are coming back this year. The pickle shake, um, which I think is really cool. I think it's cool that the Muppets are going to be part of Food and Wine again. Um, okay, and why is this not loading? Here we go. The frozen pomegranate and raspberry tea. Twinings pomegranate and raspberry herbal tea with orange ice cream molecules. The pickle shake is back. There's a really cute Mickey Mouse macaroon. There is a milkshake with ratatouille. It's strawberry cheesecake, and it has like a little medallion with Ratatouille's image on it. It also has the Eiffel Tower as a garnish. There are lots and lots of favorites, and this year they're also noting what. There's the cough. We have it every week. I don't cough all week until Friday at 4, and then all of a sudden, choom. That's okay. You guys know me. You know I do it. We don't worry about it. Um, they are noting the year that things were first introduced. I guess because it's the 30th anniversary, I think that's a really neat touch. There are things from all the way back in 1997 that they're bringing back. There are things that are totally new this year. We've got stuff that has had a steady return, like the pickle shake. Um, but I'm excited. It's always a really good festival. There's always really good food, and there's some really good looking stuff this year. There's a blackberry buckle. There's a couple new the dumplings at the Japanese place. I don't think they call them dumplings, but you know what I mean. They're really big, doughy things. They have a couple versions of those this year. There's plenty of edible garnishes and stuff. Some of the stuff, same kind of things that they do in Flower and Garden with the edible flowers. Some of that is also in Food and Wine this year. So that is all very cool. I'm sure you guys saw from D23 that the Dreamfinder will be joining Figment again in the retheme. We don't have I don't think we have solid dates for that, but I'm really excited to see what they do with it. You probably also saw the new Cars ride that's going to go in Magic Kingdom. I'm sure you saw um, some of the mock-ups for that. We learned about Villains Land. They're making good progress on Monsters Inc. over in Hollywood Studios. There's all kinds of new stuff coming. And of course, how could I have forgotten the updates for Carousel of Progress, which are very controversial. People love it, people hate it. I don't think there's really much in between. But I do agree with the theory that Walt was always innovating and updating, and I don't think he would want it to stay the same. I think if he was still here, he would update it. So, that's just my 2 cents. You're welcome to disagree with me. You're not going to hurt my feelings. If we all thought the same things and wanted the same things, the world would be a very mundane place. So, but that's all stuff that's coming in the future. We are creeping up on September 1st, which is, of course, Return to Hogwarts. It's a Wednesday this year. Um, so I'm excited for that. I always like to hit September too because it means that while I love summer, I'm kind of started getting ready for that, cool bite in the air and the evenings where you don't have to be cranking the air conditioner. Um, so I'm excited for that. And of course, that kind of issues in the fall and the holiday season. We have Halloween Horror Nights, and we have Mickey's Not So Scary, and we have Fall in the Parks at all of our theme park destinations. Um, we have Halloween on the high seas if you're a cruiser. Um, and then that will segue us into the holiday season. Um, can't believe I'm saying that already. Where did the year go? Where is it going? Um, so if you want to do any of that stuff, if you have holiday travel plans, you want to spend holidays in the park. I did a Thanksgiving trip, multi-generational Thanksgiving trip last year, and it was so magical. They sent me pictures every afternoon. The mom was in her 80s, was mom and all her grown kids. And mom was in her 80s, and they sent me the group shot. I, of course, told them to get Magic Maker because it was a big group of them, and that way they could all be in the pictures with her, and somebody else was taking them. And they sent me the picture of her in Hollywood Studios meeting Chewbacca. And it's the group shot of her whole family with Chewbacca, and she's in the center, and Chewbacca's next to her, and then the kids are fanned out around her. Um, that was one of my very magical trips that I planned. I have another one I'm working on for next year. They're still trying to nail down their dates, and they were gonna. They have a little, well, not a little, but like a 1 year old, and then they have an older, like a 4 year old, and they were gonna just give the little to Grandma for the weekend and take the older one to Disney. And he said, "No, I want to take my brother." So the dates kind of went a little sideways there, but they're trying to decide whether to go before 3, when of course you don't have to pay for park admission, or a little later than that so that he's a little older and maybe he'll remember some of it. So we're looking at either first quarter of 2027 or fall of 2027. So just waiting for some of the deals for those dates to drop. Universal is now bookable for all of 2027 if you've been wanting to um, visit the Ministry of Magic or the Isle of Berk, or get to know Frankenstein's monsters, or meet Super Mario, or any of the other wonderful characters and experiences that are part of Epic, like that awesome looking carousel in the first world you walk into. Um, we can book those. So just let me know. Don't forget there is a Harry Potter package. If you have a Harry Potter fan in your life, might make a very good graduation present, Christmas present, birthday present, anniversary present. Um, it's a package, and you get to eat at each of the Wizarding World restaurants. And you get a Shutter Buttons photo session, and you also get an ice cream flight from Fortis and Fescues and a cooler bag. So there's the cough again. So that's something we can also put together if you have a Harry Potter fan and you want to really make a magical experience for them. On that note, I did hear that the Death Eaters will be part of Halloween Horror Nights. I don't know if they're going to be part of regular Universal, but I did hear they're back for Halloween Horror Nights. If Halloween Horror Nights is not your thing, if you're like me and you don't like to be scared in that way, may I suggest Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party? Or if you're on the West Coast, Oogie Boogie Bash. I believe the Sanderson sisters will be back at Oogie Boogie Bash this year. And, there's always Disney magic that they don't announce that you just get to experience firsthand when you're there. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of that. Don't forget, for my cruisers, there are still those Disney Cruise Line discounts of up to $1,500 per family. and that's a family of four, but I think it comes out to like 300 and some dollars a person. No, it's got to be more than that because it would be 1200. But they are available. So if you want to cruise, let me know. We'll check the dates and the ships, and we will try to get you booked. I'm so excited for my family that's going in the first part of next year. They're going to have the most magical time. I can't say much more than that because I don't want to um, spoil anything. It's a surprise, and I don't want to give it away. So if you'd like to surprise somebody with a fabulous trip, another great trip too. I mean, we always talk Disney, we always talk cruises. How about the Macy's Parade in New York City? I did that one year. It was my birthday gift one year, and we went up the day before and we watched them inflate the balloons at the Natural History Museum, and we stayed overnight and we did the parade in the morning, and then we took the train back. Of course, that is it's a great shopping weekend, and New York is one of the shopping meccas of the world. So if you wanted to stay a couple days more, you certainly could. You could certainly make a weekend of it, catch a Broadway show perhaps, go to Ellen's Stardust Diner, maybe tour the 9/11 Museum, and um, there's so much to do in New York. Central Park, Serendipity 23. They won't have the tree up at Rockefeller Center, or they might. Sometimes that goes up Thanksgiving weekend, sometimes it goes up right after. But the ice skating rink should be set up. So there should be plenty to do in New York if you want to do a Thanksgiving weekend, or even if you want to go like the week after. It only gets more festive and more Christmassy. So if you're not really, the parade is not an end all and be all for you. For me, it's one of the things I look forward to every year. I'm up at 7 o'clock making my coffee and stuff, so I can be in front of the TV at 9 um, when it comes on live. Um, so that's all kinds of. Don't forget, it's also spooky season. How about a trip to Salem, Massachusetts? Um, there are so many. There's all those little Hallmark towns that um, all the towns that Hallmark is marking as Christmas towns this year. You could visit one of them. Um, you could do ice at the Gaylord National Resorts. Each one has a different theme. For me, I've only been to National Harbor because it's relatively close for me, but it is something you really have to see and you really have to feel. And I say feel because the rooms are kept in single digits. They give you parkas, but make sure you take hats and gloves, protect your extremities. I remember the last time I went, actually, I think it was the time before last that I went. We were doing photos, and my somebody that I was there with was doing photos, and their phone got too cold, and the little red thermometer came on, and it was like, "I'm too cold to work. Put me away." So that phone went in a pocket. Um, and somebody else's phone came out, and we kept taking pictures, but we kept rotating phones so that nobody's phone got too cold. There are also ice slides. Not only are there those life-size ice sculptures, like one year we went and it was Frosty. So there's there's a life, not quite a life-size Frosty, but there's like an 8 foot Frosty that you can stand next to, and there are quotes from the story, and the rabbit is there, Hocus Pocus. And they're all done in colors of ice. Frosty has, he's white ice because he's snow, and then his pipe is yellow, and his scarf has colors in it. Um, and then in the last room, there is always a huge clear nativity set. And it's got like, it's like the nativity, but then there are like, the whole row behind that is the angels and extra shepherds and the animals, but it's all done in clear ice, and it's really awesome. There are packages you can do. I know Gaylord National also has, like, you can make a weekend of it. You could do gingerbread decorating. They have some other, I think they had one of the last couple years they had tubing as well. Um, and I know, some of them, like one of them is in Florida, but they do it too. So there's always seasonal stuff you can do attached to that. You can make a weekend of it. Um, but there are plenty of ways to travel and enjoy the holiday season, and travel in 2027 is a great holiday gift for 2026. So if I can help you with any of that, or if you have questions, or if you want ideas, get in touch. We can have a conversation and see where it goes. I know it's back to school season. I know the college kids are back. My son is back. I know some of some of the local colleges are starting next week for me. Um, I know some of the public schools are back. Some of them haven't gone back yet. So wherever you are in that, my heart is with you. And everybody have a great week ahead. And I will see you next week. But if I can help you out at all, my contact info is in all my bios, and you can reply to this video, leave a comment on this video if you'd like, and I will get in touch. Everybody stay safe. I know there's some weird weather out there, so stay safe. If you've still got summer vacation, enjoy it. And if you're headed back to school, I hope it's a wonderful school year and a smooth transition. I'll see you next week.